James here with Trinity Growth, helping you grow mentally, physically, and spiritually, um, with insights that have helped me grow as well. So, my hope is that what I share that's helped me grow will help you grow along your journey as well. So, uh, I wanted to discuss today your ego. I think it's important. It's an important step in understanding who you are, uh, understanding what you are not, and you are not the ego. Um, Now, what is the ego? Well, let's name it. Let's name it and tame it. So, what is the ego? Your ego is your false identification with form. Your ego is you thinking that you are this avatar. It is your beliefs, the stories that you tell yourself, the whatever identity that you give energy to, that is your that gives life to your experience and this experience. So just to break it down, when I say beliefs, I'm not talking about a religion. I'm talking about the beliefs you have about yourself, and the beliefs, well, the main belief that you are separate from one another, that you are separate from your environment, that you are separate from anyone. We're blinded by our senses because our eyes clearly can tell us that we're not connected to one another. I have space in between you and I. That's an illusion, and our thoughts reinforce this. Society reinforces this, but this is a broken. This is a flawed belief system that limits you from understanding yourself. Uh, and that whole thing is called your ego. You'll hear a lot of spiritual people talk about the ego, and they'll say, "Your ego is not your amigo." And I can tell you, I went through this phase myself when I had my spiritual awakening and realized who I truly was, and that I was not that ego, that I was not that James avatar. I was repulsed by the ego because I knew it was a lie, and I would have agreed with a lot of those folks that said the ego is not your amigo. But I strongly disagree now. You know, you begin to realize that your ego you have now has been strongly influenced by your environment, by your programming, by your parents, by your peers, by school, by television, all of that, and by just your experience through that lens of life. When you realize that that is not you, you can either push that away, or you can you can realize that, whoa, this experience is every bit as spiritual as the unseen. It's we are a physical manifestation of spirit. So the ego is your amigo, I would say, if it's a conscious one, if you bring your awareness to it and you look at your beliefs, look at your stories, ask, are they serving you to achieve your goals and desires in life? And if it's not, then it's time to reprogram yourself. And that's where the work comes in, uh, to mold that ego to help you navigate this human experience. Now, you so I would call and I've heard it called, the ego as your uh, little s self. Now, the true you, uh, is the capital S self, is infinite, uh, doesn't die, isn't born, is forever. You're infinite. You're also limitless. You can accomplish anything. You are boundless. You are love, just joy, uh, just you're so. It's almost you are what can't be described. Yet I'm going to try, of course, because that's I think it's important to get a grasp on that. Uh, but just a reminder, you are limitless. You are amazing. Go out and accomplish your dreams. And if you find that you have patterns that are keeping you from accomplishing that, uh, you know, it's time to reprogram. It's time to grow. It's time to change. It's time to do the work. So, and there's lots of ways we can do that. Through, well, there's tons of ways. So anyhow, just wanted to come at you today with that message. Uh, your ego can be your amigo. Just don't identify with it as you. Use it as like a platform to say, hey, Spirit came here in this form, in this ego, to have this James experience, and I was blind, but now I see what this ego is. So now allow me to bring it to its highest elevation, and bring it to its highest capabilities, uh, to grow, to expand, because our natural state is expansive. It is growth. It is infinite. So yeah, I hope this helped you in any way, whether it's a reminder of who you are or just pointing out, because I do believe in order to uh, change something, you've got to identify it first. So your ego, it ain't you. It's your avatar. It's your stories. It's your beliefs. It's this experience. It's this identification with form. But it's not you. It's not source energy. You. So, but hell, so source energies once wanted to have this experience. So let's have it. Let's have it to the max. Let's bring it honor. Let's bring it joy. Let's. And I think if we really, if we can all understand what we are not and come closer to understanding what we are, no doubt you would see a different world. We are all connected. We're all one. We're all love. So anyhow, thanks for tuning in. As always, namaste and peace.